December 17th, 2018. I just want to look at some of the reactions, early reactions after today's follow-up interview from fired FBI Director James Comey. He was forced to give this other interview in front of Republicans, GOP lawmakers, after which he lashed out at Trump's base. He also mentioned the media, and in this interview, in the same statements, he refused to deny that he leaked classified info. So that's something that we knew about Comey already, but he is refusing to deny that, and he's still refusing to answer many questions, it seems, or is trying to sidestep them, especially in these follow-up statements. They're saying fired FBI Director James Comey, who put two pro-Clinton, anti-Trump FBI employees in charge of investigating both Clinton and Trump, lashed out at the president and GOP lawmakers today. This is following this interview that he had to give. So he gives this quote. This is from Comey. He says, "So another day of Hillary Clinton's emails in the Steele dossier," Comey quipped to reporters following 6 hours of closed-door testimony on Capitol Hill. So he's talking about this issue as if, I guess, people should get over it. Well, Comey is the reason that people still are bringing it up. It's because of Comey playing a huge part in the cover-up of that issue, the Hillary Clinton email and Steele dossier issue. Comey's making a joke about it and saying, "Oh, this again," basically. Well, why doesn't Comey just be upfront and give the information that they've been asking for months if he wants to get over the issue? Well, it's clear that he's part of the cover-up, is a big part of the reason why. He's refusing to give up info on a number of big issues. Just very quickly, a couple things that I brought up last week during the interview on Comey. Then a couple questions people wanted to know about, and tying in with Comey's so-called ignorance. I mean, it's pretty clear, I think, that he's part of this intentional cover-up, but if he really was so ignorant as he's claiming to be, I mean, that's his best defense, is that he just had no idea what was going on in the FBI while he was heading the FBI. He was supposed to be leading these investigations, and he was completely oblivious to so many key things going on, is his excuse for all these screw-ups he's saying, or that's what he's claiming. Comey, for example, says that he didn't know that Anthony Weiner was married to one of Hillary Clinton's closest aides, Huma Abedin, during the investigation of Anthony Weiner's laptop that had classified info on the laptop, and other incriminating information against Hillary Clinton has been alleged. There's other very serious evidence of crimes contained on that laptop. Meanwhile, Comey didn't know about that relationship, and he has completely forgotten everything about every major interview related to it, apparently, from the IG report from June of this year. One thing that I pointed to really quickly, because people have focused on this, I've seen people talk about this section of the IG report, page 293 and 294. When it was released in June, Comey and another agent, Coleman, had a meeting about the Anthony Weiner laptop, and conveniently, both Coleman and Comey can't remember anything about the meeting. Comey's Outlook calendar contains an entry for this meeting, and Coleman took notes about this briefing that he had with Comey, something related to the Anthony Weiner investigation. These were the notes. You may have seen people share this section from the IG report. Coleman's notes from October 4th. This October 4th meeting contained the following entry: 1, Anthony Weiner; 2, unrelated; 3, Weiner texting 15-year-old explicit; 9/26, federal SW, federal search warrant; iPhone, iPad, laptop; initial analysis of laptop; thousands emails; Hillary Clinton and Foundation, crimes against children. So just in point form, and the final 3 lines: initial analysis of laptop, thousands emails, Hillary Clinton and Foundation, crime against children. So is that the charges against Anthony Weiner related to this sexting, the texting back and forth, and pictures that may have been shared as part of that. That's one possible explanation that I've seen some people give, but it comes right after a bullet point talking about Hillary Clinton and Foundation. So is that crimes against children tying in with the Clinton Foundation or the charges that prosecutors were looking at on the Weiner laptop? It's unclear. They, in the IG report, say that they asked both Coleman and Comey. Comey saying that he does not recall the briefing. You would think that this is a pretty important meeting, pretty important subject, something that Comey is now saying, well, why do you keep asking about it? Well, why doesn't Comey answer one of these very important questions that people have been asking for months now? It's pretty obvious why, but it is unbelievable that at the same time, he's just so blatant and brazen in still being so defiant in this. He's telling reporters also today, refusing to answer several questions from reporters. Comey, they wanted him to clarify when he first became aware of the involvement of the DNC law firm Perkins Coie and the opposition research group Fusion GPS in the production of the dossier. This is another article from today, something they asked about. Comey is also refusing to answer. Another very important aspect of the Trump witch hunt, it's been described as. Representative Meadows is saying, I want him to give him a chance to clarify all that. The heavily redacted document details the information regarding the Bureau's Russia investigation that Comey, serving as FBI director at the time, briefed Trump about shortly after the Republican was elected president. Document once again suggests that the FBI was vague in the sourcing of the dossier's origin as being funded by anti-Trump Democrats. We know that now. The FBI seems did know that, but was very vague early in the investigation. So Meadows is saying that he believes it could conflict, basically prove Comey's Comey to be a liar, conflicting with his previous statements from Comey about what he knew of the dossier's origins at the time. I can't imagine how the director of the FBI did not know the connection between Fusion GPS, Perkins Coie, and the DNC as it related to the infamous dossier, Meadows told reporters. And I guess that is what, based on previous statements, we're supposed to believe from Comey. So how many unbelievable statements are there going to be? Saying he doesn't know that Anthony Weiner and Huma Abedin were married. He doesn't remember anything about this very important meeting about Anthony Weiner's laptop, crimes against children, the Clinton Foundation, possibly on October 4th. That meeting, can't recall anything about it. He does not even know if he can't recall if he knew anything about the connection between Fusion GPS, Perkins Coie, and the DNC related to the dossier that set off that whole investigation, still having the fallout now. So another day of Hillary Clinton's emails in the Steele dossier is what Comey's saying amidst all this, saying, well, what's the issue? Unbelievably, Comey tries to deflect, saying this. He's being asked this while the president of the United States is lying about the FBI. That's what Comey's saying, attacking the FBI and attacking the rule of law in this country. How does that make any sense? As if people have no reason to criticize the FBI. That's what it seems Comey's claiming here. Comey also went on to slam GOP lawmakers for sitting on their hands. Republicans used to understand that the actions of a president matter, the words of a president matter, the rule of law matters, and the truth matters. Where are those Republicans today? Said Comey. At some point, someone has to stand up, and in the fear of Fox News and the fear of their base and fear of mean tweets, stand up for the values of this country and not slink away into retirement. So talking about the Trump base, essentially a large group of the voters, and saying, stand up to the voters. That's what a real politician should do. And he's mentioning right-wing media as well. Some more bizarre statements from Comey. Former FBI director also, in the same statements, refused to deny that he leaked classified information after he was fired as FBI director, an assertion made by President Trump in April after it was revealed that Comey released what he claimed were personal memos documenting conversations with then President elect Trump, in which he says he felt pressured to end the investigation into the former National Security Advisor Mike Flynn. This should be big news. One tweet, just having the one quote from today where James Comey refuses to deny that he leaked classified info after he was fired as FBI director. Do the math, everyone, is one tweet is saying. This article closes off just saying Comey gave the memos to his friend and FBI employee Daniel Richman, a Columbia University professor, to be leaked. This was the info that was leaked to the New York Times in an effort to instigate the special counsel investigation. So that article played a key part in setting off this whole special counsel investigation. Donald Trump tweeted about this, saying, "Is everybody believing what is going on? James Comey can't define what a leak is. He illegally leaked classified information, but doesn't understand what he did or how serious it is. He lied all over the place to cover it up. He's either very sick or very dumb. Remember, sailor." They're saying it's developing. See if we get some more info exactly what happened in the interview. It was another closed door session, but Comey did have some statements to reporters right after, gave some indication, I guess, of how that likely went. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I'll continue to follow this, obviously. I do have a link to the original article and my Patreon account in the video description, patreon.com/realityreader. Thanks everybody that supports the channel over there. So a PayPal link and yes, the full article. Tell me what you think and I will follow up here. Thank you.